Hi, this is Alex and the Garbage Man. Two 40-something Canadians streaming on YouTube and Facebook every Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Berta time. This is an open format show. We discuss whatever we want. In addition to that, we also talk about current local and or world events. Sometimes sports. Music and movies, of course. Karen videos. And then... yeah, we involve the chat as well. Every show. Memes or infographics. And then that's about it. Hey, we're two guys. We don't have a writing team or a production crew, alright? And that's it! What more do you want? And then you find something else. Look, the internet is a big place. You have plenty of choices. And then I find you and shut that hole in your face! Why, you little...
Garbage Day! We are here on a Monday. Yeah! Nothing.
Anyone who doesn't like the fact that we're streaming on Monday, put a 1 in the chat. And it seems like Nick froze. Oh, yeah, thanks. And he put it in there himself. You know what? I'm going to feature that comment just because. Is it
No,
just
guys,
me or it's Nick lagging like a motherfucker?
we were thinking that it's what?
Hey, Mark.
Am I lagging?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It's like you're streaming in a different country right now. That's how laggy it is.
Actually,
and he's gone, but he'll be back. You know what, Mark? Let's go with that. Nick is the number one band. And I'm back. And so is Nick.
does that help at all? Is that better?
So far, yes.
Wow, that was weird.
No, we're not getting proceeds. That's interesting. Maybe, I would say, Gordon, and thank you for being here, and thank you for liking the stream beforehand. If you don't have AdBlock Plus on your browser, I'd say install that. We have, I looked at the metrics last week. I think we got 150-something streaming hours, and we need 4,000 in order to make money off ads. So we might be dead by then.
Yeah, no doubt. So as long as I'm working now, am I good?
Yep. Yeah, you're good so far.
Okay, so yeah, so this weekend me and the guys from Another Simple Solution played at the town barbecue, and it went really, really good. A lot of fun, big crowd, great food. Oh, it was so good. Yeah, and we're playing again. Our next gig is June 4th. We're playing Pride in Tabor here. And then we got another gig on the 24th of June as well with a couple other bands. So it'll be good. Yeah, but anyways, like I was trying to say before I went all weird, and what was that guy's name from the 80s? Max, whatever the hell he was, where he's like, hey, I'm freaking out and stuff.
Max Headroom.
There it is. We were noticing on Thursdays, and I hope Frank does show up, because it was one of the reasons, not the main reason, but it was one of the reasons, is that, we were hoping maybe if we moved to get off the same time slot as Frank Giggity, that might open some viewers up some more, right? So yeah, so we're hoping Mondays will work and work for everybody else as well. yeah, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. And
Yeah.
did I freeze again? Okay.
Yeah, for a
I
moment.
was like, shit. God, that's so weird. I wonder why I just moved like that. So I don't know why my internet is so freaking. I did a test. Everything was running good. In the ghetto. Yeah, stuff. So I guess we might as well talk about it. Another mass shooting in the United States. This time in Buffalo. And I don't know really what we can say that hasn't probably already been said already by everybody. The only thing that I really want to focus in on here out of all of it, there's not, and again, especially with the way the world is, we're just two hillbillies. Well, a hillbilly and a fucking city guy on a YouTube show with 4 to 5 listeners at a time. So we really don't know the struggles of some people, but the comment that has gotten me kind of not like, it's not flapped up, but it's going like, what? Like this Buffalo mass shooting, gunman who killed 10 was on authorities' radar. What radar? Like what radar is the radar? Alex, what radar do you think it is? What in all seriousness, like what puts, are we on the radar? Because we've said some things about like our prime minister. Like, are we on the radar?
We're probably on an SJW radar, mainly due to you being from Alberta.
Fair enough.
Yeah, exactly. We might all be on the radar. I said this in the past that I read, what was it, Holden Caulfield, and I think I read Mein Kampf just to see if I would be put on some list. I don't know if I have been. No one's mailed me anything. I've not gotten a phone call. So, list, radar, what does it all mean? I don't know. I don't think I can call up my local law enforcement and say, "Hey, am I on your list? Am I on your radar?" They'd be like, "We're going to arrest you for wasting our time."
Exactly. And so it says New York authorities on Sunday were investigating how a white 18-year-old who the government said has been on a radar of authorities since high school was able to shoot 10 people to death in a black neighborhood grocery store. Like what? Yeah, what's the radar? That's what I'm trying to get my head wrapped around here. Is if you knew this, like, why aren't they, like, I don't know. I know they can't, and I know this is going to be a lot of people's argument. Well, they can't be everywhere all the time. Well, if you're apparently making a list for the government, of the governments, again, let us know what this list is. If it's a list of, like Alex had said to me before the show started, a list of 100,000 people who have, maybe said something or then okay, well, that kind of makes sense. Now if he's on a list of maybe 100 people, okay, maybe then we need to be stepping this up and changing some of the things that we're doing. But it's that vague statement that separates people more, because you're going to have the people on the extreme left are going to go, why didn't you do anything? That's the question I'm asking now. Why wasn't anything done about this guy? And then you're going to get the far right, where one would make this like the far right. And you can't even, okay, and I'll stop myself. You can't make the assumption, because they go right away. They're going, well, this is all the far right. Well, maybe it is. But now you're going to have these people with that comment on the far right going, see, I told you, they're watching us. That's why we can't give up our guns, because they're coming. I know we had 6 people listening. We now have 4. So the question I have, and Gordon's answer is going to be a little slighted, because I know who his partners have been, and I know where he lives and whatnot. So he's probably seen different stuff than what me and Alex and Mark and Ryan have seen. But have Alex, have you had anything happen to you from another race? Has anybody ever tried to take anything from you? Has anybody ever attacked you? Has anybody ever done anything to you from another race?
Probably once in high school, grade 8. But that's as far back as my memory goes with that answer.
Yeah. I don't. I had an incident with someone stole some hockey gear back in high school, and that gentleman was dealt with by me, but that wasn't a race thing. It was he stole my hockey gear.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I don't know where this craziness comes from of they're taking over the well, we've seen it. Everyone of us have seen those things on Facebook where it's like, oh, Sharia law is coming in, and fuck off it is.
Well, I'm still waiting for it.
Yeah, like we've been seeing these things for years. Where is it?
Yep.
I mean, like I don't understand, guys. And you know,
well, I don't know. Is redneck considered a race? Just the word itself.
It's more of a people, I think.
With Ryan being their king, he's in his lazy boy just rocking back and forth.
Yep. He's their king because they're like, oh, he could cut his own meat. He will lead us.
He uses his opposable thumbs.
Yeah. Hey, and he's got some of that silver fancy plastic stuff from Walmart. Hey.
I heard he went to school once.
Yeah. And stayed for the whole day even. Shazam! So guys, there's nothing here that we can say that you know.
Redneck is maybe more of an attitude, possibly. Maybe it's more of a lifestyle. Maybe it's something you can identify just by looking at someone. But then again, even that gets stereotyped. Like people dress up as rednecks for Halloween, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello. Can't call Big Red a redneck.
And it's funny. It's amazing the way society is. So I recently saw a picture of Josh Brolin. Okay, yeah. From Goonies. He was at a Halloween party, right? This is the negativity that there is in the world. And he dressed as, it was an 80s party, and he dressed as himself from Goonies. It was great. And I can't remember what his wife dressed up as. And the comments are like, well, she wasn't even alive when that movie came out. Ugh. It says, just enjoy the picture. Can you just look at the picture? That's pretty fucking cool. Right?
Yes, that's a good example. If you see it happen, just one example, if you see it happen in real life, then it must be true. Exactly, Gordon. But that doesn't exactly make it true. There's got to be nuance and subtext and context and subtleties to all of this. But you can't fit that into 30 seconds. It takes minutes upon minutes to explain. And even then, explaining it, you lose the audience, you get long-winded, and the examples you give may be wrong. That's why you're never going to hear myself or probably Nick get into topics like that, because we would just all of a sudden drift off and be like, what was I talking about?
Mm-hmm. Fuck, we do that on a regular basis, for fuck's sake.
And we talk about stupid shit.
Yeah, we talk about stuff that like is not world changing whatsoever. And so, you know,
Gordon, this might not be the show for, well, you've been here a number of times, but topics like this are not something that you're not going to hear from us too much, because we're dumb.
Yeah. And we've said, I mean, I've been saying this for years, as I'd be an enemy of each side. I feel that a woman's body is her choice. I can't get pregnant, so it's none of my fucking business what you do. It's your choice, okay? But I'm also the guy, like, I love to shoot stuff. I like guns. So I'm that guy in the middle, like, some of this stuff's okay and some of your stuff's okay, but wow, you guys are fucked up. You know, like,
yeah,
and that's just it. Like, and everybody's so dug in on these ideas now that you can't change ideas. they're just dug right in, and no matter how ridiculous it sounds, they're dug in.
Yeah, it becomes a war of attrition in the trenches, World War One kind of thing, where people dug in on either side, and you may get an inch either way each day, but then it goes right back to where it was, and no ground is gained.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
You know, and it's
another good example.
See, but and this is the thing, and I'm gonna. There was this video that came out, and when I was a little more ignorant, it wasn't even that long ago. They were there was and someone might be able to say what it was, but they were talking about the threat of Muslims. Okay, and I have family Muslims in my family. My cousin and my two cousins are Muslim, half Muslim, and the video said, well, yeah, okay, well, it only took one act. It only took like a plane full of terrorists to bring the United States to their knees. And like they're listing all the things, like, and how you can't lump all Muslims into that same group. Well, that goes the same way with white people. That's with all these groups. Yeah. And yeah, do you want to, yes, I'm not going to sit here and say, okay, well, the last 3 have been white assholes. They have been. I can't sit there, but it didn't happen. Didn't happen because it did. But we can't let like one or like two. Well, I guess we're up 3 or 4 now. Like, what do you want us to like? What are we supposed to do? What is gonna So
Thanks for being here, Mark. Take care.
So yeah, I don't know. It's that whole thing of like you can't let one person define a whole race, right?
Exactly. And I think at this point in time, we know not to do that. Well, at least most of us, but there are still some people out there, and they're on the internet.
And that's just it. And that's that small sector of people that are so loud that I go back to and I know I've used this. It's been a while since I've used this analogy, but it's like the thing with Family Guy, the Neil Hype Pierce incident. We had 10 complaints. So, one call equals 1 million people. So 10 million people were offended. That's the way it goes.
Yeah.
Just because there's a loud voice of some asshole who can sit on Twitter all day and fucking go, yeah, yeah, yeah. He's not the one voice, It is totally identity politics. It's exactly what it is.
Yep.
And that's the world we live in now.
Yep. And then just wait for it. Tucker Carlson's going to get all up on his show and he's going to say, we're losing the country and all white people are being blamed and we got to fight back against it. And he's going to have some stupid clickbait title on his video, probably not created by him, but it's going to be on YouTube in 2 days and it's going to have 3 million views 4 hours after it was posted. And it just feeds the people who believe that tripe. Ugh.
Yep. Yeah. And it is a lot of those people that that's it's. I don't want to say nothing because I don't want to get doxxed and shit, right? So
yeah.
But I did see a very, very interesting post today, and I should try to find it because I know I'm going to paraphrase it wrong. But it's funny that we know all of these details about the Johnny Depp case. We know that what kind of drugs they were doing, both of them, that they're both alcoholics, who she was fucking, that she shit on his bed. But how we know all of this stuff, right? We knew all of this stuff about this case, but we still don't have the list from fucking what's his face's island.
Oh, Epstein's.
Yeah. We know all this stuff about the Depp trial, but we still don't have a list of these people who were apparently on that island. We still don't have it. It's kind of interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how would one get such a list?
I don't know, but see, this is where the conspiracy shit comes from. Is like, how can we know all this stuff about Johnny Depp's case, but yet everybody wants to know like who's on this fucking list of this list that's apparently out there, and there's no list, right?
Yeah.
You know.
Well, we thank you for being here on a Monday, regardless, even if you
Yeah.
don't like it. I mean, I did kind of hype it up in the last video. I did exaggerate because it's a video, and maybe I shouldn't have done that. But yeah, it was partly to give Frank the Thursday, and I was in Frank's chat last Thursday to be there to support and watch, and it was fun. It was fun to just kick back and be a viewer.
So, I'm we're gonna go back to this shooting thing because I gotta. Okay, so something popped up here, and it says that there was a shooting at a church. Okay, and it says that one person was killed and four were shot. Now, what I find interesting about this is it just has a male suspect. I don't see anything about color. I don't see anything about anything. I'm trying to find like I'm trying to be in a comparison for the news, right? Because this happened in California, and I'm looking, and I got his name. All I see is David Chou, Chou, 68. Now I can't say anything, but his last name sounds of Asian descent, does it not?
Sure, it sounds that way,
but I find it interesting that nothing said about him, no pictures, no. Do you see what I'm getting at without saying it? Or do I need to say it?
No, don't say it. You know what'll happen in this day and age.
Mm-hmm. But it is interesting, isn't it? Because I'm looking through this whole thing. So I'm gonna guess because it was involved a Taiwanese congregation that this gentleman might be of Taiwanese descent. But again, I don't see a picture of him. I don't see it saying that he is a Taiwanese man. But if I go back to, so I read the whole article, and there's not one mention of the man's
ethnicity, race, origin.
Thank you. Ethnicity. That's the word I want. Ethnicity. Or yeah. So it does say he's a man, but like in the first sentence, New York authorities on Sunday were investigating how a white 18-year-old who the government said was on the radar.
Yeah, it did, Gordon. So it's a war against white people. That's all you need. So now you got to blame the news, and we're all on the radar now.
Yeah,
so
we're all on the radar. Now
yes.
You guys are welcome. We're all on the list. So yeah. Well, Gordon, apparently there's flight. Well, obviously, I don't know, obviously, but there should be. I don't know enough about air traffic to know, but apparently there's a log for each flight of passengers, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, on planes. I guess that's. But see, this is stuff I don't know, and you don't know what to believe when you see it on Facebook and stuff, right? You don't, or even on the internet in general, you don't know.
It may be that, sure, there is a list, a manifest, I think it's called, for people on commercial flights. On private flights, however, do they have to keep a list? And if not, then there's no evidence of an Epstein list. And even if you see one on the internet, how do you know that you can believe it?
Yeah, pretty much, right? So
troll jobs. Yeah.
Troll jobs. Yep. So yeah, I find that interesting going back to that shoot. First sentence. But but okay. Fuck it, I'm going there. Now is it being downplayed because from the California shooting, it sounds like it might have been like a Taiwanese on Taiwanese incident. But that should be getting just as much press. I didn't know about that till I looked on the website. I'm looking at the guy's face right now, the mass shooter. I'm looking at him. I'm looking at a picture of him. And I'm not saying, and I'm not, this isn't a white is right. This is a fucking thing that's dividing people. Because this is how you're fueling this fucking, the war between people. But what's to cause the civil unrest? If it's the same race violence in between, that also needs to be not, and I don't want to not glorify, but it needs to be brought up and brought to the forefront. Like, hey, this is, this happened here. I mean, it was, and again, this is all bro science. I don't know what this guy is what his race is, but just going by the name, it looks like he might be the same race. So yeah, just make it a killer is a killer is a killer is a killer.
Yeah, and like Big Red had said earlier, some people are wackos just to be wackos, and there's nothing more to it than that. And she said, I don't like Mondays, for example. Well, that went right over my head, just like everything else does.
Yeah, I got it.
Didn't get it.
I don't remember who the song's by. I think it's actually on my phone. It was on my phone because Jared liked it. He told me to listen to it. I Hate Mondays, I think it's called.
Is that an older song from like the 80s?
It is.
Okay.
It is. I Hate Mondays. The Boomtown Rats. I don't like Mondays.
Okay. Yeah, it's about the 1979 school shooting, which is what Ryan was saying, or pardon me, which is what Red was saying earlier.
Yeah, and the girl, that's what the girl said. She's just like, yeah, I don't, I just don't like Mondays. Fuck, this censor's fuck too, for fuck's sakes. God damn it.
Carl Nickel liked the stream. Thank you, Carl.
I fucking get my wife to come stab me again for crying out loud. Hi, Carl. Thank you. Thanks for the like. You might be able to see my wife stab me here because my diabetic thing fucked up. Yeah, it's not working. That's 2 in a row. And that's not fucking cheap either. Ow.
So you're going to go into shock?
Not on the air. I'm not. Oh, that one.
Oh, come on. We need the views.
Oof. I'm actually bleeding now. Ow.
Ooh.
I'm bleeding. Holy shit. Ow. Well, maybe
Don't
that's
show it
why.
on camera. Someone might get triggered or be too sensitive and offended, and then we'll get taken down.
Yeah, hold on. I got a message. Ask her to bring me a tissue. I'm bleeding.
This is not intentional. Shit just happens sometimes.
Yeah. Bring tissue and new scanner.
Let's go viral. Well, in most cases, going viral means a clip that's about 5 seconds long out of context, and then we'll blow up and then we'll get canceled. That's usually how it goes.
Yeah, my God. She got me good. Holy shit. I can't believe I'm bleeding like that. Wow. You get to see her stab me in the arm on air.
Awesome.
Shit.
So if anyone wants to drink now, go for it.
Right? No, there won't be violence. I'm fucking bleeding.
Well, why would you rip it out right now, you moron?
Well,
awesome.
I am what I eat, I guess. Ow! Fucking making a mess.
You are a mess.
Yep.
This is the last one I have. So
yeah, I know.
If it doesn't work, you're screwed.
Well, I got to message these fucks and tell them their fucking stuff sucks. Ow! Fucking burns! Ow! It burns!
Oh.
Ow! In my wound! Ow! Stop rubbing the wound! You dick!
New poll in the chat. Is Nick a tough guy? No. Number
Not
one
at all.
answer, no. Number 2 answer, hell no. Yes, Gordon. Yeah, if there's something to the shoot or something special like that they can use to sell headlines, yes, it will
Yes,
definitely go
most
viral,
definitely. Yeah,
and a lot of people will use that to say, "See." Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Well, you made Ryan and Gordon laugh with your sissiness, so
Ow! Ow!
There you go.
Thanks, love.
Oh,
It's on there.
that was awesome.
Ow! Fuck me. I'm gonna scan this one to make sure it works. Ow! Hey, dear, fucking Freestyle Libre, your fucking things suck. Those things are like $100 a shot.
Ooh,
Where's that thing? There it is.
Jesus, and
831.
we're in Canada.
All right.
If you were in the United
Correct.
States, it'd be like $750 a shot.
Well, it's. I mean, my medical covers it, so.
Ah.
Right. So, but you know, we don't. Everyone else doesn't need health care. It's the devil. It's the devil. Devil. All right. So what else we got to talk about?
Well, on the topic of white supremacist,
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm going to ask both you and Gordon, because the two of you have something in common. Both your heads are shaved. And if there's anything we know about white men, it's those with shaved heads are either white supremacists or Nazis or both. So my question is, have either of you been accused of being a white supremacist and or a Nazi because of having a shaved head?
Okay. So when I first shaved my head, the Taiyi Theater was open. Okay. And I think, and I'm not saying I'm a trendsetter enough, but I think I was one of the first guys in Mackenzie to steadily shave his head. And then like Julian Pilon shaved his head, and like Freak Nasty Bumsack shaved his head, and there was a couple other guys that shaved their heads. So I'm in the theater, and I was getting something, and Diane Bajarski is at the till, and she's like, "Nick, I gotta ask you a question." I'm like, "What's up?" She's like, "Does somebody we know have cancer?" And I'm like, "No, no one I know has cancer. Why?" And then she got really quiet and came in and goes, "Are you guys skinheads now?" I was like, "What?" And I was like, "No, I just wanted to shave my head." Like that was the whole. I've been like, yeah, I started shaving my head. I think I was 19 when I started shaving my head, and I grew my hair back for Nicole Bernard because she wanted me to have hair for grad.
Okay.
And then as soon as grad was over, I shaved my head again. So yeah, and I have been asked. Other than that, I've never been asked if I'm racist or whatever. So
Okay.
You know.
All right.
But yeah, I don't know. I haven't had a lot of interaction with African Americans or like because there's not a lot in Canada, or like at least in Tabor, Mackenzie there wasn't. But when we were in Seattle, me and Brody, we ended up at an AM PM, and he wanted a couple beer, and like we were in the fucking ghetto, like, and I remember we're in there just looking around. All of a sudden, these African American guys walked in, and they looked like right out of a fucking Tupac video. Nice as fuck could be though. Sup, blood? That's what they said to us. That's all, you know. Two white boys in a fucking AM PM. They were really nice. You know, so
stereotype broken, all is well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't I don't understand hating people. I don't you know, not to that degree. I can like not like a person, but to be like I want to kill someone, man, No.
Yeah, not based on looks alone. I mean, give them a few minutes of time to talk to you so you can get to know their character, then hate them for their character and want to kill them based upon what they say, not based upon looks.
Well,
The more you know.
and it's funny, like Gordon said, I got accused of being a racist. Well, that's I get I've said this before, and if you want to go some toxic shit, go into like an online gaming session, like Grand Theft Auto and stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, you start, and it's every one of them's the same. There's always a gentleman in there like, yeah, motherfucker, this is my lobby. And you kill him once, I motherfucker, and like I usually don't talk, right? Unless I'm with a friend in a chat with just ourselves. And then you start killing them, and it turns into, oh, motherfucker's cheating, motherfucker. And then you're like, then that's when usually when I pipe, I'm like, dude, I'm not cheating. I'm just better than you. Oh, you crack ass motherfucker, cracker. It's like, whoa. Like we went from zero, and it always turns into, man, if this were real life, I would clap your ass. It's like, we're playing a video game, sir. Yeah, well, I got more money than you'll ever. Sir, you don't know me. And then you kill me. Yeah, well, I was fucking your mama last night. What? Like, you don't even know me. Like, what? I don't. And it's just, it's like, it's almost, there's a hand. We always make fun of like people at call centers who are like, sir, did you try unplugging it and plugging it back in? Okay, did you try to do that? That's exactly their playbook. But it's everybody. I've heard white kids do it. It's like boom, boom. It's just, okay. I just met you online. You don't even know where I am, and you're saying that you had fornication with my mother. Okay, cool. I guess. Like,
And you said the word playbook, which is great because this ties into Gordon's comment because he got accused of being racist because he got into a disagreement. Yes, it's an easy out to devalues any argument you might have had. Gordon said it perfectly because if you're in a disagreement with someone, they start insulting, they throw accusations at you just to try and make you look like the bad person. It's character assassination, and they do it when they have no other way of coming back at you intellectually.
and I my favorite one to watch get called a racist is Ben Shapiro. He is a Jewish man who wears a yarmulke and is called a racist. It's just like he's Jewish. And if you want to call him a racist, come at him with but you never see anyone come back with facts like, well, this is why you're a racist.
Yeah.
It's just, you're a racist. Okay, well, how's he? I see that a lot with Charlie Kirk, I think his name is. And like people will say, like, well, you're a racist. He's like, what did I say that was racist? What did I, and you want to what, if you were to sit down, like that was the big thing with Trump. Trump's a racist. What has he done that is racist? And they just said, well, he's done things. No, if you're going to throw out an argument that somebody is a racist, especially, you need to have the ammo to go with it. If you sat there and you said this, someone could go, okay, either I didn't know that, or that was taken out of context, or you know what I mean? Yeah. But just to say someone like is a racist, well, why? Well, just, what he has said. I don't. That's why I'm asking you. It was like the whole argument we had on the Mackenzie Speak Out while we were doing it live on air. You know about COVID. You know about the bodies. Have you not seen? No, I not. Let me see. Show me. Send it to me. I'll read anything you have. I will read it. Well, do your own research.
That too is a cop-out.
Yes, it is.
And now that's, Gordon, you got something of a point there, but, and I've seen that statement online before, some people use that statement in a trolling fashion to people who will believe it, and some people who think that way. And it's also used by those who exaggerate. It's an unreasonable position, but some people do take it, again, either to troll or because they exaggerate.
Yeah, and I don't, like...
I haven't studied CRT. I have no idea what CRT is, and it's been around for I don't know how many years. I haven't a clue, and I'm not going to get into it at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to. And again, I would like, because we've been seeing this, I would like to say basically since 9/11, but I feel that would be I'd be really. Oh, my mom's got a bear in her front yard right now.
Is she live streaming it?
No, she should though.
What? Yes,
Yeah.
she should.
Yeah,
She'll
she's
get views.
she's living on Robinson right now, and there's a black bear in her front yard. Mom, stop turning the camera side. I gotta text my mom. Stop turning the camera. I gotta message her right now. Stop turning your camera sideways.
Not portrait, landscape.
Hell, who's
not portrait, landscape?
Yeah, I gotta message her right now.
The
Stop
more
turning your
you
camera
know.
sideways. Your camera sideways.
They're teaching it at schools. Good Lord. I'm not in school. I'm too old to know anyone in school. Maybe young cousins, but nope, no idea. Nope.
Well, okay. I mean, it's hard for Gord to answer this, but I'll ask him. Gord, you said that you live on a native reserve. Like, do you encounter racism there? Being that you are a white man, I'm just curious. I hope you don't. Like,
I would think for the amount of time he's been there, pretty much everyone knows him, and they probably don't.
Mhm.
But if we were to rephrase the question slightly to say when you first got there,
okay, when you first got there, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm curious. Like, I mean, because I know, like, and I can always hear people as well. Okay, that's just the white person's thing to go. I have native friends. I was friends with Lionel Chingy. I was friends with Jody Ware and Wyona. George. Her name was, I don't remember. I think it was Ware too. Chris Sacabo, Julia. I have friends. So I'm not, you are very albino-ish. But I would, I have had no issues. I never did.
So you know what we can say now? We are not racist towards albinos because we have an albino friend.
Yeah, we have an albino friend. See, exactly, right?
Exactly.
Like that's exactly what someone would say. Like, see? Oh, so now you think because you have an albino friend, you can say whatever you want about albinos? You are a fucking pig. You are worse than Hitler.
Literally Hitler.
Literally
Hitler.
Literally Hitler.
Not figuratively.
Literally. Drives me mental. Literally Hitler.
Yeah, when people you overuse the word literally or like, I tune out.
Mm-hmm. And I try not to. Unless you can use literally the way you're supposed to. Like, that literally just happened. You just, like, Gord literally just said that he is an albino.
Yeah.
That's fact. It's right there. Literally.
Wait a minute. We have to look at what he said exactly. He said, quote, well, I'm more like an albino. So that does not mean...
So did I profile him and I'm a racist asshole?
Yes, because you took more like to mean is. Therefore, you're literally worse than Hitler.
Literally.
Oh, that's his nickname. All right. No offense to Nick. Well, what about me? What about me? No.
Interesting. Albino. So...
As long as he's cool with it, that's all right.
Like, I won't say it now because I definitely get doxxed. You should hear what how me and Lionel Chingy used to greet each other. Oh my god! Like, oh my god! You can't do that. So,
nickname. Oh, I like that.
You did there. I see you did there.
There's a double entendre in that one. I like that.
I see what you did there. You say it because that.
I literally see what you did there.
Well, you literally did because it was right there.
It was right there. We've gone off the rails again.
No shit.
Hey, pudding.
Yeah, I was putting my dick in my pudding, and I realized, oh shit, the boys are on. It's Monday.
Better finish the
tapioca. I need to finish quick.
It did, yes, as usual.
Yeah. No, you didn't. We haven't done Karen of the week yet. I don't know if we have a
yet.
Karen video. So
we have a few.
Cool. Any plans for the long weekend, or are you working on weekend?
We're closed Sunday and Monday.
Sweet.
I don't know anything special will happen. I don't know if or that anything special will happen, to use proper English,
English for
but
retard.
I'm sure just like today, I'll sleep in a little bit, not a whole lot. Someone's going to clip that and take it out of context. That's fine. I'm sure stuff will happen, but I'm not going camping or anything.
You remember how big of a deal that used to be? I was like, goodness. And now all I'm thinking is, yeah, I can mow my lawn and have an extra day to recover.
I can mow my
Right? Well, like, so Saturday after we finished performing, I had the great idea to go to the gym. Well, I was just warming up on the treadmill, and then like it's almost like the adrenaline just dumped. It was gone. Right? Because my body was sore, like everything, because I'm tight, right? When I sing, right? I did 15 minutes on the cardio, and then went and sat on the lazy bike where I can sit down and pedal. And oh my God. I finished and I got home, and it just happened that future world champion of the galaxy, Dewey Robson, drove by, and he's like, "You all right?" I'm like, "I think I'm gonna die." It was because the adrenaline was gone now, right?
Yeah.
From being on stage, and like I should not have went to the gym. It was a big mistake on my part. I should have not have went to the gym.
Old dog, new tricks. You could still learn, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, look who it is making his once-a-year appearance in the chat. Hello, Fraser. How you doing? And for anyone, and I think I said this last year as well, but I'm going to say it again. Everyone, this is the guy who convinced me, subtly or not, to go to the gym, and I've been going ever since. Fraser, thank you very much. Even back then, I don't know about now, but back then, he was built like a tank, old Fraser. He can still stand upright, so I'm assuming he's still built like a tank. So thank you again, Fraser. Really appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Hope life is good.
And, I've said this before. I don't know if I could have been in a different place, but I wish I would have started the gym earlier. It is an obsession now.
Yeah.
Like, I feel better. Like, yesterday, sorry, I'm doing the like thing, but yesterday, I didn't go to the gym because, again, I was exhausted after Saturday. But I'm like, Kim got short shifted. She went from afternoon, so got off at 11 o'clock, had to be back to work at 7 o'clock. So I was like, you know what? I need to take the brunt of the house and do the housework. So I mowed the lawn. I did all the running around for like my lunch stuff for the week. Did the dishes, did the laundry, made dinner, and did the dishes again. And I still had energy. And I attribute a lot of that to going to the gym.
And the endurance you build up.
Yeah. And stronger too. Like I feel it like in my face too. Like even looking at the camera, I feel like I've lost weight in my face. So yeah, it's an obsession. I love it. It is an obsession.
I can literally lift 10 plates that have just been cleaned by me. Right?
About 6. Because that's what was out, so that's what I put away. So, I didn't go too crazy, so.
Yes, if you can do it anywhere, then you win in life all the time. Like if you can do it in your hotel room when you're on vacation, even if just for 5 minutes, great. I have a barbell at home. Like I said before, I go to the gym twice a week. And what I've started doing recently, aside from standing as often or maybe a little bit more than I sit, I'll do a set of barbell curls and a set of tricep extensions, not on days that I've gone to the gym, and not heavy, not fast, just to do them. And then I move on with my day. And that seems to help.
Yeah, definitely not heavy. That's, I have realized though, like I haven't been pushing when I do bench press. I'm always like maybe 35 pounds on each side. Like nothing, nothing. Is it 35 pounds or 35 kg? Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Pounds.
And I think it's pounds, yeah. So then I decided that I threw on a plate on each side, and I actually did it without a problem. I just wanted to see, you know. Whereas my son, last time we were in the gym together, he's like, "You come spot me." He's like, I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I'm doing 45s." I'm like, "Oh," I'm like, "Who cares?" And he's like, "No, Dad, I'm doing 2 of them." It's like, "Oh," so he had 2 plates on, and he did it twice. And then I'm like, "Well, are you done?" He's like, "No, I want to try to do it one more time." And he tried to do it. He's like, "No, no, 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 take it." Like, so he did bench press 2 plates. So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Not easy to do.
No, and I don't need to lift heavy like that. So,
Yeah.
but that is true. Like, there was a day, like, if days I decide I'm not going to go to the gym, I actually pull out my bike and my home stationary bike, and I'll throw something on TV. Like, so I always got stuff recorded, right? So I'll just throw up a program on the TV. I'm like, well, if I'm going to sit here and watch TV, I might as well jump on the bike for half an hour, 45 minutes.
Exactly.
So, yeah, so that's what he benched, was 225. Is that including bar?
Yes, that's including the bar, which is 45 pounds, and then 45 times 4 is 180.
Yep. So that's what he repped twice.
That's great.
So he's a fucking tank.
Yep.
He is a tank. His leg press is ridiculous. Like, absolutely ridiculous. He just fills like both sides with 45s. And just, yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Now he's young, so he's not only does he have the strength and endurance, but he has the ego and the confidence to be able to do that much. But the older you get, and I found this in recent years, it's more important, and I've said this before, to do it safely. And sometimes that means putting the weights aside, putting the ego away. I don't do 2 plates. I don't even do a plate and a 25 at this point, because I'm going more for form, which is extremely important. Form is tied to safety, and if you're not paying attention to either, then you have no business being in the gym, in my opinion.
I'm watching a guy in there, and he's built it like, and I was a little intimidated to talk to him, because he kind of had that vibe like he might be a dick, but I finally talked to him. He's awesome. He is an awesome. And if he does an exercise, I'm like, "Hey, what does that work?" And I'm going to steal it from you. He's like, "Oh, he'll tell me." He's great. But then I watch him. He's doing like just like bicep on the cable machine, right? And it's just like 40 pounds. Just doing, that's it. This guy could probably do a lot more, but he's just doing 40 pounds. Nice little set, and it's like, huh, like, yeah, you know what? And so a guy I work out with called the Hulk. I actually work with him at work too. I call it that because he's doing over the head tricep with 90s. Yeah, right. So and he's doing like 90s in each arm, doing his dumbbell press over the show, right? And he actually said he doesn't like doing bench press. He likes doing with dumbbells, because if something goes, he can just drop it. Right.
Exactly.
Like, that's what he said. That's why he likes to do it. I like bench press, but I don't put the locks on in case I do get into a jam. I can just dump the weight if I have to, kind of thing. So, but yeah, so I really like working out with Hulk, because I don't work out with him, but I work near him, because like he's been so cool. Like Hulk's been, we were cool before I started at the town. And he was the one guy I talked to before I started. I was sitting away from an interview, and he walked by. I said, "Good luck, man." And he's really like, I love drinking with him. But he'll bulldog people. Like, if he's like, he gets his little area set up with a bench, and like he's working here. And if people come too close, like they like, not like he's being a dick, but like, there's room on the floor. Move the bench over a little bit. You don't need to be fucking right. Like, well, when he's trying to do his flies, like worried about hitting you. He has a stare, and I'm one of the only people. I'm just like, because I just get onto the cable machine beside it, and I can stand there because he doesn't use it, and he like, he'll just kind of keep our area just to us. I love it. So I gotta say, the most jack guy I've seen in the gym was probably at the Mills gym, and that was Joel Mills. But that guy, like, when he was doing personal training, he does the workout with the people.
Excellent.
So he's doing, like, if he does like 3 like personal trainers, he's doing 3 different exercises. He does them with them. He's a shredded machine, and one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet.
Awesome.
And actually, he is actually this weekend here in Tabor, Pure Pro Wrestling. Joel's actually involved. He's going to be a special enforcer for the main event. So,
Nice.
yeah, world champion, future world champion of the Galaxy, and PPW Cruiserweight champion Dewey Robson's wrestling Friday in Tabor, Saturday in Lethbridge. So that's what I'm doing for the nights here, Friday and Saturday.
Right on.
Yes, sir. Because he every time I do a gig, he's there watching. So actually made a really good friend working at the town. So yeah. So
Yeah,
go ahead.
Gordon, I think the most jacked person I saw in a gym, I'm thinking it was in Mackenzie, because I have seen some people here, but for whatever reason, Mackenzie comes to mind. It was not James Walker. Can't
Scott
remember
Brown?
who it was. Not Scott Brown. It was someone that I only saw once or twice. But the gym I go to now, I think the ratio of jacked women to jacked men is like that. There are more women who are in great shape as opposed to men.
Mhm.
Maybe it's more like that, but still, I get motivation from seeing jacked women. And make of that what you will.
See, but I get motivation from maybe Mike Kidd. Yeah, Mike was jacked.
Maybe. Yeah.
I'll answer that in a second, Fraser. I like seeing bigger people because I like seeing people put in the effort because they're trying. And especially when you keep seeing the people going over and over and over again, it's like, fuck yeah. I like seeing that. That's what motivates me.
Yeah, and it's a lot better than sitting at home moping or being embarrassed or feeling sorry for oneself. Yeah, I have no problem seeing people who don't go to the gym regularly going to the gym, because that's a huge improvement.
Yeah, I've never understood when you see people make fun of people at the gym. That's like,
Yeah.
I saw that once, and it was the best one. A great meme that said, making fun of a fat person for being at a gym is like making fun of an alcoholic going to an AA meeting.
Exactly.
Right. Okay. As my name is now Nike. My thoughts on AEW. Very, very hit and miss. The good stuff is unbelievably good. The stuff with CM Punk, the revival, Jesus, FTR, and MJF. There's some really good stuff in AEW wrestling, but then there's some stuff that is just god fucking awful. And I mean, that was with the 90s too. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. Like, there was some bad shit in the Attitude Era as well. But this stuff is just, yeah. When you have people, and I always go to this one, and I remember we've watched this on the show. I showed it. When you have people going through tables after a Canadian Destroyer off a 20-foot ladder, and that wasn't the end of the match, I have a problem with wrestling now. So, but,
No, wrong. When I go to the gym in the mornings, because that's when I go, I see most of the same people. I have gone in the evening and I see a completely different crowd. So
I think that's what he's saying, though. I think that's what he's getting at. Ever notice no matter what time you go to the people, you see the same people? And yeah, okay, you got to be more specific. Do you mean, because I'm like that too? I know there's guys that go in the morning, and I know there's guys that, like, there's guys now who I don't see in the gym anymore because we now start at 7 till 3:30. So I work out for about an hour, maybe a little more. Well, there's a couple of guys who start at 5. I won't see them probably again until the winter, till we go back on the later day. Darby Allin, he is okay. I really didn't like what he did last week with that match with Hardy. Free match like that on free TV to kick the shit out of yourselves like that. I love the way Darby Allin throws himself into people. Like when he does a dive, just the way he just flings his body and fucking stiff as shit. But I will say, Chad, I do notice that like at 3:30, usually the same people are in the gym. But yeah, so. Is it Karen time?
I think so.
Yes! It's because you're old and your bowels aren't regular. You eat too much pudding.
I think he's hallucinating. He just thinks he sees the same people because he's old and delusional, and old people's brains are similar to people who are on drugs? No, I'm kidding. That's not a thing. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. It's not a thing.
I'm just saying. I'm going to show you
Saying.
a Darren video rather than a Karen video. And it's short. It's about 56 seconds. And yes, it is in a fast food establishment. Here we go.
No meat, and this was the result.
We are all old. I'm going to make this bigger so I won't see comments.
What's that?
Nothing.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm asking stuff outside. I'm gonna fix my sandwich first. Excuse me. So I'm gonna have to put hands on this bitch. Oh no! No, I'm not. Come on! Come on! Don't run! Y'all don't fix my shit. Y'all don't fix my shit, all right?
Pause. Let's see. The first problem is he's wearing a Green Bay Packers mask. He's a Packers fan. That explains a lot. So, okay, continue.
Fuck y'all niggas. I'll get mine. Push that bitch. Fuck all that. Fuck that, bro.
Yep. So if you don't get what you want, you go into the back and you get it yourself. That's apparently how it goes now.
They mess up. Like shit. Yeah. Like how much? Okay, off the top of my head, I remember that happened, and I've eaten a lot of fast food, as you could tell by my swimmer's body. Now, there's been only one time in my existence, in my 42 years on Earth, I've seen a sandwich without any meat in it, and it happened to my sister at Arby's. Like, oh my god, like it was a kid's pack, so that's how. So she was maybe 17 at the time. No, I was just checking. She was like, I would have to say like 10 years old. So I'm now 42. So that would have been 5 years, 14. So 26 years ago. Remember, bro science, that's probably wrong, but still, it's happened once that I can remember. Once. Yeah. There is no reason to act like that. Even if it's happened 5 times, there's no reason to act like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that was in reference to something else, Fraser, but yes, we're getting old now when we're complaining about stuff like this.
Yeah. All right.
I'll get this. That I have Dementia. Wow. Dementia. I have Dementia.
Is that like a new sugar substitute or something?
I think that's a company that makes his pudding.
Oh, I'll look that up. Dentima pudding.
Dementia.
All right. Tad's like, fuck. I just can't win. All right, what do we got next? Next, Karen or Darren?
I got two left.
What? Can we talk about something really quick here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Before I forget. Okay, just like, did you see that video of Amber Heard? Because I just thought, because I wiped my nose, where it really does look like she did a shot of blow in the courtroom.
I didn't see the video, but the drunken peasants covered it, and they were saying the same thing. It looked like she was doing a rail.
Like, I have tissue here, and I mean, I'm not a cocaine expert whatsoever, but like she, if I were to wipe my nose, it'd be like this, right? Just like this, right? And I'm done.
Yeah.
She went like this, and then like pushed up in her nose and went like that. You need to watch the video and make your own decision. It totally looks like she did a bump. I would hope she didn't in the middle of the courtroom, but god damn, it sure looked like she did a bump.
Man, if she did, she is a boss for having balls that big.
You need to go out of your way to find a video of it and just get your own. Hey, I'll find it and we'll watch it after.
Okay.
She is a boss. Yeah. So let's go to the next Karen video. I'll show it to you after so we don't get dinged or anything. So
Okay. How about Karen gets instant karma after stealing parking spot?
I didn't almost hit you, love. Come on.
If you weren't in the way, we wouldn't get anywhere near you.
This woman is standing in a parking spot and is refusing to move after reserving the space.
You can't reserve.
You can't
parking. She can't be serious.
What?
She can't be
What?
serious.
What's she doing? What are you doing?
Oh my god.
What do you mean back
What do you
away?
mean back away. Honey, you can't just reserve a spot like that. You can't.
What?
You can't
Okay,
reserve a spot like that.
You can't just stand there. We were a car.
Have you ever had that happen to you?
no,
Me neither. I don't know that I've seen it in real life, but I have seen other videos of this.
Where's your car? Well, where is he then? But you can't just stay there.
Well,
There's
then
no
why do you
spaces
need
available.
Why do you need to reserve one then? Honey, parking come on a first come, first served basis. No
No,
one's
but-
literally using you.
Human part.
But we have a problem. Move.
You don't own the car park.
Okay, well, they go on like
Yeah.
that for a good 2 minutes. I don't think anything else really
I
noteworthy
can't
It's
happens.
just a parking space. You need to move. It's not for humans, it's for cars.
Really rude. Can you believe this?
Woman's back
Is
shit.
this serious?
Are you okay, honey?
Do you need help?
Are you okay?
Yep. That exists. That happens.
so here'd be my thing about all that then. Now if you were gonna do first off, if someone was standing there, I would just be like, oh, okay, there must be someone coming right away. So I just go look for another spot.
Well, maybe if there were
I mean, I haven't seen anyone do that, but like the time you just spent arguing with this person, you could have just found another spot.
I think in that particular case,
what?
there were no other spots, or this is the only one. Yeah. I'm guessing. And Nick has frozen again. Oh, no, he's
okay.
at
All right. Well then
5 frames. No,
what a
it's all
world
right.
we live in. What a world.
I think you're on track now.
Is that better?
Yeah. Yes.
Jesus, I don't know what's going on with my internet today. Good Lord.
It's a conspiracy.
So, okay, well, let's do this one more thing. We'll have to wrap this shit up, obviously, because I think it is. Fuck it. Yeah, we might as well finish this shit up because my internet's fucking lagging. I don't know what's going on. Did you lose me again?
No, you seem to be okay now. It seems to be jump. He'll come back. He's going to reset it. He's going to turn it off and turn it back on again. That should do. That's like redneck technology advice, where you turn it off and turn it back on. That's what that should be called.
I think. And did it work?
You're pretty good now.
I don't understand. Like,
I
I'm
don't-
hardwired in. I'm not on Wi-Fi. Maybe my computer needs to be cleaned or something. I don't know.
Maybe it could be me as well, although I don't see how, because I'm hardwired as well. I did remember to plug in.
Okay, we got
so
one
I'm
more.
not-
Do you want to watch or what?
No, I think we'll save that one.
Okay. Well, guys, I think we're gonna have to cut it here because I don't know what's going on. Like, no one's even home. Well, Kim's home, but we're not doing any. Like, fuck.
Do you have Spectrum, or are you on the Spectrum?
Maybe. Am I lagging on you, Chad?
I know Chad's not the only one here. There are at least 2 other people here right now, so they can answer as well. Yes. Okay.
I don't fucking know. All right. Well, hey, you know what? I'm gonna do something here. I want to see something because this will. Let's see something.
Is it going to get us
hold on a minute. I
canceled?
want to see something.
Okay. All right.
No, not at all. No. I want to just don't. Oh. I just wanted to see something. If I can go. Like I only have one window open right now. Well, maybe that's what's fucking me up. Hold on a second. Do you think that's doing it?
Oh, and he froze completely. I wonder if he stepped on something.
Do you got me again?
The screen froze, but I can hear you.
Interesting. Hold on.
And here we go again. Well, maybe Mondays aren't turning out to be so great, but then again, let's not chalk it up to some kind of conspiracy going on. How about now?
Does that look any better?
So much better, like literally, like good. So much.
My phone was plugged in the computer.
Oh.
That was it. Like, am I good on everyone else's screen now? Like, am I all normal? And
you were low def, like Ryan was saying earlier, but now you're definitely high def.
So that was it. Just my phone was plugged in.
Wow.
Fuck.
So new rules. Not only do you not answer your phone, but you don't plug your phone in.
That's ridiculous. So that's all it was. That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I look like shit the whole show. Great.
Yep.
Fucking amazing.
But maybe that will help other people in the future with their stream. So who knows? It's probably for the better.
Yeah, at least now fucking bro science just fixed it, I guess. Good Lord. Right.
Redneck bro science. This has been Redneck Technology Moment.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here then.
Okay.
Unless you want to keep going now that it's actually working properly. Is there anything else you would like to discuss?
I had some clickbait articles.
Sure.
And I didn't read this. I simply saved it because of its clickbait ability. Once it loads, if it loads. Okay, here's the clickbait title. Parents sue son for not giving them a grandchild. Claim mental harassment.
Wow.
Yes. And this is a couple in India, a couple who are 61 and 57.
Okay.
So their culture is a little bit different than ours when it comes to families and children and such. So initially when I saw the title, I thought, well, this is something happening here, but no, it isn't. So I don't know that it's worth anything more than just the clickbait title of it.
Okay.
No, probably not.
Probably not. Is it worth it?
I got another one.
Okay.
Again, when it loads. Okay. 3-year-old girl dead after family allegedly performed an exorcism on her.
Okay.
And this was in San Jose, California last fall. last fall. And why are we hearing about it now? I have no idea.
Okay.
I probably should have read this beforehand.
Probably. Just saying.
Officials said that they performed the ceremony on the toddler to, quote, liberate her of her evil spirits, end quote, and that her death was, quote, the will of God, end quote, and not related to the exorcism.
Wow.
Yeah, I've seen videos, or pardon me, I've seen movies that went kind of like that.
Wow. That's stretching there. Good Lord.
So then we have to make comments like, well, how many children of atheists died due to exorcisms? Oh, gotcha.
That'd be 0.
Religion 0, atheism 1. Yeah.
Just in case we had to fill that in for you there. In case you didn't really get it. So,
In case you literally did not get it.
like literally.
Literally.
All right. Well, we're down to 2. It's Chad and Ryan. I love you guys, but let's wrap this shit up.
Yeah, where'd Big Red go? Where'd Gordon go? Where'd Fraser go?
Probably tired of looking at my fucking low def ass.
Mark was here earlier as well. Thank you so much, Mark.
Carl
Really
Nickel.
appreciated. Yes, and Carl.
I haven't seen Carl for a long time.
Yeah. Other than that, we will be back next Monday again. And I said this at the beginning. Anyone in the chat who doesn't like Mondays, put a 1, and we'll look at it later. And Really Mysterious commented on the video from last Thursday. Can't remember exactly what it was, but it was something along the lines of, looks like what we got from this video was, and he should have put on the glasses, the harsh truth. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes. So again, we'll be back next Monday. If you didn't like it, well, we won't be here on Thursdays, but Frank will. So we're inadvertently promoting Frank's show by going to Monday.
Yeah, so go watch Frank. He's pretty awesome.
He's in the description as the harsh truth.
Yes.
Thank you all very much. And we will see you. Hoy, hoy. Maybe I should put that in the outro as well, so everyone has to drink when they see that too, not just the intro where Ryan says, ahoy, hoy.
Yeah, ahoy, ahoy. I like it.
All right, everyone. Good Monday night.
Bye.
End